I like this music though. It's very soft, but very peaceful. I don't know whether my mother actually told him about the divorce in person. Middle-aged woman who called herself a lawyer of my mother came to the house several times to talk to my father. She sometimes called him too. Wow, you couldn't even do it in person. Fuck you. My father begged the lawyer to let him speak directly to my mother many times, but it didn't happen. Wow. Oh, fuck the ungrateful cunt. I could tell by the way they talked that he had no clue that when my mother told him she wanted to divorce him. Oh my god. That's terrible. There's no way you can defend her. This is the worst thing you could do to someone. No, I mean cheating, especially getting pregnant while you're married. That's fucked up. That is just... Man. I wouldn't even want to be in a relationship with that person because she's already shown she's willing to cheat with someone else who's more attractive. So what's to make you assume that she won't cheat on you? I mean, just the logic. I mean, yeah, if it's a one-time thing, it's like, yeah, fuck it. But if he wants to actually marry her, it's like, you're an idiot because it's going to happen to you. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the theme. Okay. I just got the last hint of it. Okay, that's why it sounds good. Oh, but it's very quiet though. Quiet. Fuck it. I actually want to hear it at this point. Well, I'm not even sure if she told him in person. The lawyer told him not to meet my mother, not to call her at work, and many other things too. Wow. Fuck her. How are you supposed to get anything done? I mean, yeah, you can do it through the lawyer, but still, it's... God, I hate middlemen. That's what really would suck, because you don't know how the message is getting across. It doesn't commute the same emotion. In short, she told him not to meet my mother ever again. He wanted to talk to her. He called some of their mutual friends, but he only found out the name of the guy she was having an affair with and nothing else. Time to go burn down his home, kill his ass, and put him down like a fucking dog. Yeah, I may or may not. You know what, in that sense, he was fucking taking care of everything at home, yeah. I wouldn't blame him if he did something to fuck up their house. I would just say, that's a thing that happened. That's a shame. He asked me, do you know the guy? I told him, I know him. Oh, God. That would destroy me as a father. I also told him that he was a funny guy and gave me candy many times. Damn. And this music's not fucking helping either. Making me feel sad. I'll never forget how he looked when I told him that. God, I bet he looked distraught, broken. He hit me for the first time. God, I hate this situation. Because I don't want to say something I don't mean. Okay, I'll start it off. Child abuse, never okay. Especially if you strike your kid for something they didn't do. I know he didn't do it on purpose. I mean, I can clear as day tell that. He didn't do that because he was angry at her. He's angry at the situation he's in. I understand that. It doesn't mean you can hit your kid. It never is. Would I be okay if he hit his wife? I mean... God, this sucks. God. Because again, the easy answer is no, never, it's never okay. The amount of emotional pain he's going through, it's unreal. And I don't think I'm in a place that I can say, yes, he is completely in the wrong for retaliating in any way. Whether it be his wife or kid. His kid, I think that's taking it too far. His wife, if he hit her, I don't know. Would it be okay? I don't know. Now it's making me give moral decisions on not even a question. Ugh. I wouldn't feel, given the situation, that the father was taking care of everything in the house and he was being a loving father, and let's just say that is true. Well, you can take this that he's never hit his daughter. Thus, he's probably never yelled at his wife, especially since he's moved. At that sense, I would forgive him hitting his wife once. I would probably forgive him. Hitting his kid, I don't condone it, obviously. Especially if this is the first and last time he hit her. I can never condone that because she's still a child. And a child ultimately isn't responsible for it. It is ultimately the mother that is the root cause of this, and it is the problem. But I can see why he would. It's just an emotional response of hearing that. Of knowing. Thus, he found out about it last. And that's the exact same I said. Like, I would hate to know if I found out about it last. He did. It sucks. He hit me so hard that his handprint stayed on my cheek for a while. I can't condone it. But I can't completely blame him. As much against child abuse as I am, his mindset, he's obviously not in the mind that I want to hurt this child. Obviously not. It's just his emotional outburst. It's a spur of the moment thing, and I can let him off the hook on that one. He's not trying to hurt his child, obviously. It's just an emotional outburst. So I'm not going to hold him accountable for it. Then he fell on the ground and cried loudly. Obviously. Then I started to cry too. I didn't cry because he hit me. Uncle Akihiko was kind to me, so I liked him and talked to him as a courtesy. No, that wasn't it. Girls had to be kind to everybody. They don't have to, obviously, but that's the stereotype and the role they're put into. Whether that's okay or not, people generally have to be kind to other people. Should be. If they want to be good people that are actually respected in society, you want to be good to people, nice to people. That's what I thought. But I was wrong. I learned that there are people who you should be nice to and enemies you shouldn't be nice to in this world. The enemies are the ones who destroy my life with their existence. Whether they mean to harm me or not doesn't matter. They're like the weeds that grew in a flower bed. Dandelions are innocent, but they take up all the nutrition for the tulips from the soil, and that's why I have to pull them out. The dandelions did nothing wrong, but they're the enemies. That's a very weird way of looking at it as a child. Enemies are bad people. That guy was a bad person. I shouldn't have accepted him. Yes, he is a manipulative bastard. He's not innocent in this either. He's a terrible person, because he knows full well what he's doing to that family, especially meeting the child and knowing there's a father behind there. That he's just as to blame as the female. Though I will say the female being the mother is even more to blame because she bore the child. obviously the married person's going to have more of a responsibility. And I'd have the same reaction if he knocked up a chick. He'd be more at fault than she would be. It's the same principle. The married person bears more responsibility because they have a closer tie to both of those people. I shouldn't have rejected him with all I had. I should have rejected him with all I had. By doing so, I might have been able to disrupt their relationship. No, she wouldn't have cared. She wouldn't have cared. I guarantee you she would not have given a damn. By doing so, I might have been able to make my mother feel like the relationship was not going to work. I doubt she would have cared. If I tried to do so, my parents wouldn't have had to break up. It was only a matter of time. She didn't want to be with him. My father and I cried together, but we cried for different reasons. He must have cried because it happened too fast and didn't make any sense to him. I cried because I regretted that I let it happen when I had a chance to prevent it from happening. My father stroked my cheek and opened his mouth to apologize, but he couldn't speak and just cried with me. Nah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for hitting Rena. Do I agree with his action of striking her? No, I never will. Do I blame him for it? No. Ultimately, I blame her mother for it. Because he wouldn't have hit her if he wasn't put in that situation. One day the lawyer let me see my mother. My mother asked me to live with her at her house. Fuck her. I didn't know what to say, so I just kept looking down and listened to her apologies. Fuck you. The person you should be apologizing to is your goddamn husband. Or divorced husband. Ex. My father knew that I was going to see my mother on that day. So he handed me a letter and told me to give it to my mother. I don't know what he wrote in that letter. But for some reason, I was able to imagine what kind of things he wrote when I felt it through the envelope. That's because the letter inside the envelope had a rough surface. He must have been crying while writing the letter, and his tears made the letter wrinkly when it dried. And she'll probably just throw it away without even reading it. My mother took the letter from me, told me that she'd read it later, and was about to put it in her bag. I stopped her and told her to read it there. Ooh! Good on you, Rena. Hell yes. Because she would have thrown it away. I know that kind of... I can already tell that kind of character she is. That is a character that would throw it away and just say, fuck it, I don't care. I wanted to see how she was going to take the last words that my father left to her. Damn. That's stone cold. But my mother didn't read it. Of course not. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be responsible for her actions. That's all it is. She's a selfish bitch. She doesn't want to be responsible for anything she's caused. She told me that she wanted to read it alone later, and she put it in her bag. At that time, I realized. No, it was more than that. I should say, I knew it, because it was so obvious. I knew that my mother was lying. She had no intention of reading my father's letter. Of course not. She's going to throw it away. She doesn't give a fuck. She was going to throw it away after I was gone. But she lied because she wanted to be a nice person just in front of me. I wouldn't have cared. I would have insisted saying, if you want me to live with you, you will read that letter. And read it aloud. Because those are the last words my father is saying to you. If she can say that as a coherent child, obviously. I don't think she would, but I would definitely, a respect notch would be definitely added to Rena if she did win it even further. But there's some respect gained for Rena. I respect what she did there. The curves of her eyebrows and her mouth told me everything so clearly. At that moment, I finally knew. The guy she was having an affair with wasn't the only bad person. Hell yeah, she is a bitch. Fuck her. She is a terrible human being. My mother was also a bad person. Oh yeah. She's the root cause of all the pain. The reason your father hit me was that bad person right there. Since that moment, the existence of my mother disappeared from my world just like dry ice melts and disappears. Damn. That's savage. Holy shit. Damn. I didn't have to hesitate about whom to live with anymore. I don't want to go to your house. Ryugu's house is my house. I don't want to see you anymore. Please don't even call me. Damn! Ooh! More respect added. Hell yeah. Fuck you. But Reina, if you live with your father, you won't have... Fuck you. He actually loves me. At that moment, I hated my name for the first time in my life. Please, don't call me Reina like that. I have to go now. Goodbye. Those were my last words to my mother. No, to the woman who used to be my mother. Damn. Damn. Ooh. Ooh. God, that was heated. After that, I spent days without feeling anything. I didn't know if the day was long or short. I didn't know which season I was living in. So I guess she didn't die. Well, actually, no, she did. She died in her world. It was supposed to be nothing special, not having my mother around. But every time my father saw things that reminded him of her, like her toothbrush, her teacup, or her favorite books, he shed tears and I was frustrated. Oh, that fucking teacup? Oh, that thing's getting smashed against the fucking wall. Fuck her. Or through her window over the new house. Yeah, fuck your window. And fuck these books, you can have them back. Fuck it, you're taking everything. I'm setting them... Actually, no, I'd just throw them all outside. Fuck it, you can come get it. I would wait until it's raining and then throw everything out there and say, fuck you. That's why I decided to get rid of her belongings completely from the house. I roughly threw her things into a black trash bag. Oh yeah. And then I started to do so frantically. By the time I knocked down her wardrobe, threw her music box hard on the floor, and broke her mirror, my mind was already not working properly. When I try to remember what happened after that, I feel disoriented. That's because the pills the doctor gave me back then made me feel disoriented and lethargic every time I took them. Back up. Oh, because she went on a rampage. They went to see a doctor about her anger management and they put her on pills. Okay. I thought they were completely glossing over that she was been on pills this entire... Back up. I feel like the feeling of exhaustion traumatized me. And every time I try to remember that time, it makes me feel disoriented and lethargic, just like the pills made me feel. I destroyed everything that smelled like my mother. But the thing I wanted to destroy the most might have been myself. Even after I threw all of her belongings away, I still couldn't stop feeling regret, and I pointed the finger at myself at the end. Maybe I was thinking that I wanted to do damage to her reputation and successful life by destroying her daughter, namely myself. When I was about to reach the very last resolution. That's fucked up. Because I know what that means, right there. Oyashiro-sama came to me. Oh, and we, sorry, do you have room for 2 on the crazy train, please? Oyashiro-sama told me to go back to Hinamizawa. Yes, all of this was because of the curse. Oyashiro-sama brought a curse upon the Ryugu family because we broke his rule and abandoned Hinamizawa. That's not right. After I figured that out, everything started to make sense to me. All the crazy things that happened after my mother was gone. The curse of Oyashiro-sama did all of that to us. It was Oyashiro-sama's voice that was telling us to come back to Hinamizawa. That's right. We should have stayed in Hinamizawa. Everything went crazy because we moved. We had to go back to Hinamizawa. I start feeling disoriented again, and a dull pain rushes through my head. It might have been a scream inside my head telling me not to push it myself too hard to remember any further. The house where we used to live in Hinamizawa was still there. My grandma already passed away, and the house was the only property she left for us. I remembered that I used to live in Hinamizawa, but all I remembered was that it was a village, and that I used to live in until right before I went to elementary school. I remembered the atmosphere of the village too, but that was all I remembered. I forgot the streets and even the names of the close friends I used to play with. The neighbors knew that the son of the deceased woman came back divorced, but they didn't know us and we didn't know them. so it was almost like we moved to a new place. However, as far as I was concerned, it still was my hometown that I had to come back to. At first, everything was inconvenient compared to the life in Ibaraki, and it was hard for both of us to adjust. But we've renovated the old house, and it was only me and my father. Our new life had seemed like my father forgot his plans for the divorce, his pain from the divorce. Mi-chan was very kind to me, and I started to get used to my new life too. I did everything around the house, and we gradually went back to the time where we used to live happily. Anybody can live a happy life. People sometimes say that some people are born to be unhappy, but I believe that's just an excuse for people who don't want to try to be happy. Exactly. I don't want to give in to fate. I'll never give up trying to recapture the happy times that I lost. I'm going to get happy to the point where I don't even feel the happiness anymore. I'm not going to cry anymore. I'm never going to cry again. I've used all my tears on that night my father hit me. The curse of Oyashiro-sama is over because we came back to Hinamizawa. So I'm going to have a happy life from now on. All of a sudden, big raindrops hit the roof of the car and I recover my senses. So I'm going to lower that back down just a tad. It's still raining hard. It's already dark outside. The shadows the table lamp creates are very dark, and it looks as if there's nothing else around me. If I turned off this light, would anything in this world disappear? Everything in this world disappear. I turn off the light. Darkness swallows me. But the cold air and the sound of rain don't change a bit, and that makes me realize the fact that I'm still in this world. The curse of Oyashiro-sama. Did the curse of Oyashiro-sama do those crazy things to my family? No. Or did I create it as a suitable excuse for myself because I didn't want to feel guilty about the divorce? Hey, bingo. Sometimes I'm not sure. You made it up. Since that time, Oyashiro-sama hasn't come back to me. I sometimes feel like it was a delusion I created because I was mentally sick. It was, or still is, you're just, haven't, manifested it recently. Because people who are truly mentally ill, it never leaves them. So, it's still with her. But he did come back at that time. I'm sure about that. Am I right, Oyashiro-sama? I was unhappy after I left Hinamizawa, but I came back and I'm happy now. But where am I supposed to go now that I'm unhappy in Hinamizawa? Where? Stop it, Rena. Don't think that you're unhappy. I am happy. I will be happy. I can definitely be happy. Suddenly I feel that if this darkness swallowed me, I'd never be able to be happy. I find the switch of the table lamp and turn it on. When I look at the clock, it's already past 11 p.m. I have to go home. I don't have time to prepare my lunch for tomorrow. At least I have set the timer on the rice. At least I have to set the timer on the rice cooker. It doesn't look like the rain's going to stop soon. I look out the window and see the rain, but I can only see my reflection. I talk to my reflection in the window. I'm so glad that my father's happy. He's been acting like he was dead for a long time. The smile on his face is a good sign of him returning to his happy life. He became miserable because of me. It's not your fault. That's why I don't mind doing things for him until he regains his smile and we become truly happy. When I stay here alone for a while, it gives him some time to be alone with her. Plus, I don't have to fake a smile. Who's her? But then, my reflection on the window tells me, Rena, you're such a good girl. You're kind to everybody and love them equally. You can make anybody like you. But did you forget something? In this world, there are people you should be kind to. And enemies. That you have to reject all you've got. I thought you learned that lesson. No, don't listen to her. My reflection is always mean. Yep, split personality disorder. I hit that one right on the head. She always says mean things and makes fun of me, my worries. But she always tells me something that I can't say. Let's go home, Rena. To your home. Forget about the mean Rena in the mirror. I'm a bit hungry now. Okay, what the fuck? After all the desserts I ate, I still get hungry. I almost forgot. Rena bought some a shortcake. I've never had a shortcake from Angel Mart, but I bet it tastes good. I have to say thank you to Rena the next time I see her. Rena speaks in a way that tells me how she grew up, but I'm sure she is a good person. That's because she's so good to my father. Okay, so I guess that's the female. So I guess he's moved on then. I did everything I could to see my father smile, but I failed. On the other hand, Rena can put a big smile on his face so easily. Oh, yeah, I wonder why. I wonder what she can do differently than what his daughter can do for him. Yeah, I wonder why he has a smile on his face. I had to thank Rena. I had to thank her for cheering up my father. But I don't know why. I just don't like her perfume. Oh, don't say it reminds you of her mother. Because that would be weird. Like, really weird. Summer picture diary and rainy clouds ahead. Summer picture diary. Today I went to a swimming pool with my mom. Okay, so I'm assuming this is Rena in the past. I'll go with that. Uncle Akihiko came with us too. Exactly. I don't like him because he's sometimes mean to me, but he's a very kind and funny old man. He told me to call him Daddy for that day because he was going to play with me like he was my daddy at the pool. Oh god, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Oh, no. Oh, that's weird. My mom called him Daddy, so I did too. Oh god, stop. Oh, stop it. Stop it. He did not. Oh god, that's weird. He is a fucked up individual. Oh, I wouldn't tell a other guy that I'm sleeping with her mother. And I'm not her father to call me daddy. Oh, that's just weird. Sarah turns some people on with, like, her mother calling him daddy. Sure, like, some guys are into that, I guess. Or maybe some females like doing that. Oh god, when it turns into the kid saying that, no. That's when it's like, nope. Nope. That's a no territory right there. She is a child. Uncle Akiko looked very happy and gave me a lot of money. Sure, give me money. My mother looked very happy and it made me happy too. I want to play with him again. Oh, my dad can come with us next time. Yeah, I wonder why he's not there. Fucking bitch. Rainy clouds ahead. I open the window, place my cushion to sit near the window and enjoy the weather. But she comes over and disrupts my peaceful evening. Okay, I assume we're still talking about Rena. She ruins my time of solitude. You look happy. Oh, that's right, you ate lots of your favorite sweets today. This girl loves sweets more than anything. I like them too, but I can't eat like she does. It gives me heartburn if I eat the amount she ate today. She seems to be very happy, so I'll leave her alone for a while. I've been making my favorite hot and salty food for the past few days, so she must be quite pleased today. Never mind, I don't think that's Rena. It's a very fun day for me too. I just want to enjoy the excitement I had today by sitting here quietly, enjoying the sunset. But when I look up at the sky, I see some thick clouds. The wind is a bit cooler than usual. It might start raining soon. People say that deep-sea animals start to come up to the shallows as a sign of a big earthquake or a tsunami. We saw a very rare fish that dwells in deep water in the shallows today. Just as the ancient stories of sea monsters say, people hate deep-sea animals and tend to interpret them as omens of a disaster. It doesn't matter if they show up alive or dead. I just made an interesting statement. Even if they show up alive or dead, it's an omen of a disaster. Ah, it might start raining soon. Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me. I'll get the laundry inside. I grab a basket and go outside to take the laundry inside. The clouds are getting darker. I have no idea who's talking. Though I feel like that's not intentional. I like rain, but I don't think I'll enjoy it today. Is it Rika? Because, you know, she had the whole I want it to rain phase in her childhood. Is it Rika? I don't know. If it's important, they'll tell me. Anyways, I think that's a good place for me to wrap it up for today. Kinda tired. A lot of shit went down. I was happy. And then I could have been more happy if it turned out certain ways, and then it's a shame. Whatever. It's whatever. I guess Mion isn't the main focus this chapter. I wish she was, but I can't get everything I wish for. I guess it's too much to ask for, honestly. I guess it's too damn much to ask for. God, it pisses me off. And I swear to God, if Rena's the love interest of Keiichi and that ends up ending it that way, I'll be livid at that point. I'll be... why? I mean, objectively, I'm going to say this objectively, like acting like my opinion is completely subjective, or objective. Mion's so much better. Come on. She just seems so much more multifaceted than Rena ever appears to be. But I mean, I guess that's what I look in for people, to actually have more than just one note. I mean, just Mion is so dimensional of a character. It's so hard to beat. It's awesome. Though I'm gonna wrap it up now. I'm getting kind of tired. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really makes me happy when I see all that. It really does. It makes my day. Make sure, if you haven't already, also, go into the Discord link down below. I'm usually on there every day at this point. And any questions you have for me, I'll answer them. Fuck it. If you don't feel like typing in the comments, you can go to Discord, type them in there. I'll answer it. I mean, I'll answer any questions anyone has, honestly. As long as they're not like, what's your social security number? What's your bank number? Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to answer those. Yeah. Anyways, have a great day. I'm going to go pray my hardest that Mion actually gets the justice she deserves. Because she's such a great character and she deserves happiness. I really hope she gets some at some point. If this ends in like if the happy end is her dying at some point, I'll be so depressed. Or she's not even happy in the final ending. I'll be so depressed. And I'll just say, no, this isn't a happy ending. This is a terrible ending. Why is this the happy ending? I can think of a million better endings. Anyways, that's probably not going to happen. I'm sure the happy ending's truly happy. Everyone lives, all that great stuff. But I'm just really nervous because Mion dies and everything, and I don't want her to die anymore. She's been through enough suffering. Anyways, have a great day.